Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of JB's College Hockey Gambling Show. I am one of your hosts, Big Nacho, here with JB, who looks like a gang member today, and Quays on the end. Quays, you had a great week last week. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm back. I was just letting you guys get a few wins under your belt for a few weeks, but I'm here to stay.
You are here, but I don't know if you're back, because I don't know if you ever worked here before. I don't know. Let's get into it, JB. Alrighty, guys, this week... Oh, yes, we are starting with the Fighting Hawks, going to Minnesota, one of the greatest rivalries in college hockey, back especially when it used to be the Sioux. JB, what happened to that?
The school got in trouble, and they decided that the Fighting Hawks would be the best way to go.
What do you think about that?
I think it's stupid.
Okay, yeah.
Even the fans think it's stupid. They're still the Sioux.
Well, yeah, according to them. So yeah, this week it's going to be at Mariucci, North Dakota, coming down on some trains probably.
Yep.
What do you think about that, JB? Again,
They love their trains.
yes, they do. You guys want me to give you some stats?
Sure.
Let's hear it.
I mean, I don't have many stats. It's just this has been a really good series over the last number of years. I do believe it split last year when it was in North Dakota. JB, let's just start off with your picks. I want to hear your picks right now. And your
Alright.
takes.
I'm starting this week off with UND money line and the over 6. I think UND will at least take the first game, or at least take one game out of this series. And I think they're going to show up strong, take the first game. And I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. The way the Gophers took it to Mankato the first game, I think their offense is going to be proving themselves a lot. And I think it's just going to be an overall high-scoring game.
I like it. Quiz, what do you have down there?
All right, for this one, I have North Dakota at +1.5. I think it's going to be a close game. So I think North Dakota will be able to keep it within one goal or take it overall. And then I'm going to go over 6 goals. We all know Minnesota is a very high-scoring offense with Snuggerud over there.
Jimmy.
And Logan Cooley's going to net a few as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's going to be a long drive for North Dakota, no matter how they get here.
Long ride.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess, yeah, those kids are too stupid to drive. They probably don't have their license. North Dakota has won 5 out of the last 6 of these meetings. So I'm taking, Minnesota -1.5. They're at home. Close. He's had a good experience now. He's been in there for almost a year. Solid goaltending for Minnesota after Loser left, whatever. And where's he playing now? I don't know. Exactly. And you know what? When Minnesota played Cato, who's now the number 2 seed in the country, who just absolutely killed Duluth this last week, they beat him at home pretty easy-handedly. And yeah, like you said, we got 2 younger goalies, I want to say. Goaltending's a big iffy, especially how North Dakota handled Quinnipiac this last week. So I'm definitely taking the over 6-2. High-power offenses, going to get the job done. It's going to be a high-scoring shootout, and Minnesota's going to buy at least 2 goals.
All right, for our next game, we got St. Cloud State against the Purple Cows Mankato. I'm taking St. Cloud for game 1. I think this game will be very close. Both teams are very good. It's St. Cloud's homecoming, but I think Castor will probably start Friday. And I think since he's starting, I think it's going to be over 5.5 goals. But I think St. Cloud will sneak one out and take the first game.
Yeah, this is another series that's been really close in the last few years. Last year, it was 1-0 the first night, and 3-1 the second night. I believe St. Cloud won that one. Cato the first split. Both unders would have hit that night. This rivalry really dates back to probably the Frozen Four. I mean, it was obviously before that, but it really got big 2 years ago in the Frozen Four when St. Cloud, you could say, whooped them. It was a 1-goal game. They whooped them. When you have Spencer Meyer on your team, it's not a close game ever. I'm thinking the over 5.5. I think this could be a shootout a little bit here too. If St. Cloud can, they looked a little iffy on defense last week against Wisconsin. If they had a good offense that was coming against them, they probably would have given 5 goals a night. I'm just saying that right now, and they can score too. So we have a good chance of seeing a lot of goals this game. And I'm taking SDSU at -1.5. It should be plus 1.5. I'm sorry, I wrote that down wrong. I don't know how this series is really gonna play out. But with St. Cloud being at home, I just don't see how they can really lose by more than 1 goal. I think they can keep it close.
Yeah, I agree with Nathan here. I have the same picks. I think Mankato's defense is going to hold St. Cloud here, but I think they're still going to be able to pull out a win. They don't have cheating McKay anymore, so what's his name? Tracy. I guess he's going to have to figure it out. A lot of goals are going to be let up.
Yeah. JB, final word.
The Purple Cows suck.
Fuck the Mavericks. All right, boys. Here we have Colorado College at Arizona State. two poverty teams the last few years.
Yeah, going back to last year. Well, okay, hold up with ASU slander. But ASU, the series was played in Colorado College. ASU took one game, even though they were drugged by CC because of the weed and shit out there, and that's legal. Screw that. And they had to deal with the high altitudes out there. And you know what? They still were able to pull one off. We all know that Denver and CC, they drug the other teams when they come there. It's just a fact. And you know what? ASU is even better this year with TJ Sempton-Felter in that. I can't stop saying his last name. Teach. How can you not? How can you not? So for that reason, we're going ASU minus 1.5. You know what? Maybe they lost to, was it Colgate last weekend at home? Ooh, who cares? Who cares? This is a different week. New ASU, no drugs. No drugs. I'll say it again, no drugs. Unless CC brings them. That will be, will CC bring the drugs, JB?
I don't see them bringing the drugs this weekend.
Do you think they have to drug test everyone on the team?
They might have to.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what? ASU unders have been hitting, so I'm taking the under 6. I don't know last time it overhit on that in one of their games. Probably maybe week one of the games. They were all under last week too. So.
Hey Nate, are you a CC fan?
No, why?
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you. I have tiger blood in my teeth, and it tastes so good.
It's so tasty.
Okay, who's got the next picks here? I
Alright.
just ran all mine.
All right, I'm gonna go ASU money line, easy win. They have TJ Sempton-Felder in that. And I'll also go with the under 6 goals. Absolute stud. And Colorado College blows.
I think I gotta go with Nate this week. I'm taking ASU minus 1.5 and the under 6.
Oh, down the floor, Nate.
Yeah, I know my picks. We know.
I love my ASU guys. It's the week 4, and I think they got it this week.
They have it every week. Okay, boys. Next, we have Providence, who had a very good weekend last week, going to Denver, who did not have a very good week. Ryan, let's start with you on the end.
All right. I'm going to have to go with Denver in this one. Magnus Corona came off a tough week. He took some ashwagandha, so he's stress-free now. I'm going Denver at minus 1.5. I'm going the over 6 goals.
Where do you think he got the ashwagandha?
I think he made it at his house. He's kind of like a drug guy. He loves
Big drug guy?
Yeah, he's a big drug guy.
I'm not a drug guy. You a drug guy? Not a drug guy. JB, what do you have for this game?
Corona Boner's a drug guy.
So is McKay.
I got the defending natty champs. I'm taking Denver. It was just an off week last week.
Yeah, it was last week was a fluke week for a lot of teams, except Wisconsin.
And I'm taking them money line. And I think the last time I saw, the over didn't hit on the last time Denver and Providence played in Denver. So I'm taking the under 6.
Really? Wow. Yeah, I think I brought this up about 2 weeks ago. Denver has been one of the best home teams within the last 2 years. Last year, they were just unstoppable at home. So I think, even though they had a terrible week, I'm going to take Denver minus 1.5. I think I have to do it. And I think the over is also going to have to hit. Like I mentioned, it was 2 weeks ago. Only 5 of their 19 home games last year did Denver alone score 4 or less goals. That's not even counting how many the other team did. So we're talking 6 goals here is the over underline. I think Denver could put up 5 themselves. And you know what? Corona's a piece of trash. So he's letting at least 1 in. I'll at least get a push out of this, and you will too, but you're going to make money because it's going to be an over.
But he did take ashwagandha.
He's going to probably be dead on the ice. He's going to be looking like a little fucking sleepy mole. What do you want me to say about that? Alrighty, guys. Those were our 4 games of the week. We gave you a lot of good picks. Take mine. I'm winning a lot. Quays didn't do bad last week, but he's due for a bad week here. So I don't know if you should trust him or not. Once again, we thank you for joining in. JB, what do you have to say to these guys?
Let's make some money this weekend. Hit the like button and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Crows have the largest brain-to-body ratio of any bird.